Is audio working? I think it should be working.
Yes, we should be working.
We are early.
Yay! Super early.
Early bird gets the worm.
And we're back from a 24-hour magic.
Oh my god, did you love that or did you love that?
I love that. That was... it was a shame that my internet cut off. That's my my hood for you.
Oh, I still haven't done that video. God, I'm so sorry.
Oh yeah, I thank you video.
Yes, we made it. Well, we recorded a thank you video, but I haven't posted it, unfortunately. Mainly because I've been working on that really long ass video with Cass.
Oh, I watched that. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
that's good. Yeah.
You guys are like fixing a phone.
Yeah, I got a lot of good positive comments from people. Even my dad called me. He's like, "Oh, you did a video with Cass." And then a friend of mine's like, "How did you get Cass to actually be on video?" I'm like, "Well, I promised her a free screen." So you got to earn it.
Yes.
G'day, Joe.
Leverage.
Welcome.
Hey, Joe. How's it going?
But it was about an hour and 20 minutes of footage that I had to cut down to 13 minutes.
I thought about that. I thought, oh, wow, were they just like really efficient and quick? Or did they just have to, do a bit of editing?
There was a bit of it. So it's like, okay, all right, now we're going to do this next step. Do you want to just like show it to this camera and sort of keep your hand here and blah, 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 blah. And, it was good. You
should have like a behind the scenes thing as well.
I should do, but there's a lot of behind the scenes comments that probably aren't appropriate. Do you want to swap the chairs? Swap the chairs.
Why not?
I will let everybody know what we have on today because we've got some really, really interesting stuff. So off the topic of repairing an iPhone screen, I want to talk about the right for repair and how the iPhone 13 is horrible and what Apple's doing.
Is it?
It's absolutely horrible.
Oh, no.
The main topic is Twitch. Twitch got hacked.
Oh, no.
And we get to find out what who the wealthy streamers are and how much they actually make from Twitch only, not from what they might be getting.
Oh, that's awkward.
And yes, I'll talk about Battlefield 2040 too, because there is a story about that. We'll talk about FIFA. Might not be FIFA anymore.
Oh, God.
That's going to be weird. And talk about DC Fan. That's the topic you love.
Yeah,
DC.
I love that. I saw the trailer today.
Some gaming news from...
what are they? Eidos Montreal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it Adios or Adios? Adios.
Eidos.
Oh shit, we actually got a lot of news today.
We have so much news.
Gotham Knights, new trailer, could be a scary thing for people who love Batman. We've got a new Ghost Recon Battle Royale, so another Battle Royale could be interesting.
Oh dear Lord.
They do make Ghost Recon games have always been like really nice tight shooting.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I want to talk about PAX Australia. It's online and it's live and it's
PAX.
free to jump in. We'll have a quick look at that. And oh my god, so much. Oh, I didn't want to talk about that, but
Oh, that's nasty.
that's nasty. Battlefield. Yep, we'll talk about Battlefield. Resident Evil trailer. Ghost. Oh, no, Ghost. Welcome to Raccoon City. That's the name of the game.
I want to watch that. Wait, trailer is... Oh.
It's a movie.
Oh. It says it's so bad it might be good.
Yeah, it might be
no.
good. Diablo 4 news. I want to talk about that because we've been
Gets
playing...
a new director and he looks like a good guy based on the picture.
Does he?
Kind of.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you want a good guy making a horror game?
Yeah. Somebody I can trust.
Absolutely. And Nintendo
I'm low in
news.
the frame, yeah.
We are very low.
Going submarine. Hold on. I'll go higher.
Let's go higher too. We'll both go higher.
Yeah.
Got it?
No.
Just twist it.
Oh, there we go. Up,
We are now
and
much
away.
higher.
We're much higher.
All right, perfect. Man, Google News.
Oh, hold on. Need to hide my... There we go. My identity.
And Microsoft news and Sony news and oh my god, so many news. So, on that note, welcome everybody. Chat in the comments. We love all your comments. We always reply to them, I think. Sometimes we forget.
Yes.
But we're going to roll the intro because we never forget that.
Let's do it.
And we're back. I cut that short
Hello.
a bit, actually. I feel bad now.
Oh no, we have to redo that. Sorry.
G'day, Carl. Welcome, mate. So let's start with Twitch because Twitch just got hacked. And that is not a good thing. And you know what? Check this out. We're using ABC News for this one.
Oh, gross.
That's how big this is.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
It's so big that I had to, we can see it on
We went mainstream. Yeah.
news. I just got to fix that little icon there. There we go. Okay, so
Groovy.
Twitch hack reveals multi-million-dollar sums top streamers earn from playing computer games. The fact that ABC News just said that is it just triggers me. Playing computer
No.
games.
Computer games.
Do you play computer games?
We can play other games, not just computer games.
Do they not do they not realize that some of these people also have like water tubs that they sit in and chat to people and make as much money?
Yeah. Dude, I feel like they're so out of touch with the world.
Yeah.
It shows in the title.
Yes.
That's what's so
I'm
funny.
so out of touch. Anyway, let's have a quick read. They've got key points. I like this. All right, let's do the key points.
Key points.
Top Twitch streamers are pocketing millions, according to data breach. So are politicians.
Yeah,
So is half of New South Wales bloody bench is pocketing millions.
I think to them, their minds have been blown. They're like, there are these people working for this Twitch company and they earn a lot of money. Let's look into this. Yeah.
It's like, hey, I'm a Twitch employee. What do you do? I play video games. And they're like, oh, sorry, computer games.
Yeah, computer games. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Streamers are worried about a fan backlash. Well, yeah, because
Why? I think we all knew that they were super crazy
no.
wealthy.
I don't think so. I think a lot of people were thinking that they were just one of the bros, you know?
Oh, you mean like one of the people because
Yeah.
they're all like, we're all middle, lower class, and thank you for supporting me and
Yeah.
putting bread on my table.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, his bread is covered in diamonds.
Pretty much. I guess, you know, like Paris Hilton said, just stop being poor.
Stop being poor, do better. It's just, yeah, I've always known, like, I don't know, maybe there's a minority of people that always know that these guys earn crazy amounts of money. Like a Pokimane, you know, she probably earns like 8 digits per annum. Or something
Probably.
like that.
I mean,
Yeah.
we're going to have a look at the numbers in a second. I don't think
Yeah.
ABC shows it, but one thing I wanted to highlight, and this is probably off an article I read today, but 0.01% of all Twitch is people who are making these large sums.
Like in the real world.
But exactly. It's
Yeah.
it's a mimic of real world, right? Like it's the 1%, right? Like you can't, there's only enough, you know, there's only so many people.
Is there a logo on your face? There's a logo on
Oh,
your
no,
face.
I think that's just the video. I
Oh,
think it
that's
should
just
be
the video
right,
thing.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Yes. So who are the top 5 streamers earning 35 million bucks, right?
Oh, they've done it this way. Let's go to the other, because I got another article from
Okay.
PC Gamer.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, there you go. 0.01% is really the big payouts, and they have a nice list
Yeah.
right here.
Oh,
There we
who's
go.
the
So,
list? Okay.
Critical Role, 9.6 million payout for August to September
My
2009.
goodness.
So almost a year,
Hey,
a bit more than a year.
I don't see anybody on there that I might know.
No, neither.
So does that mean these guys are not at the top, or they are the top?
No, these are the top 10.
Oh, that's weird. I don't know of any of them.
So I guess it's like, you know, they're probably on there nonstop making this money. And if you're
Yeah.
not into the game that they're playing, then you might never see them.
9.6 million. So that means that Pokimane does not earn as much as I thought. I thought she would be earning like 10 million bucks.
Okay, so something to note. This is only
Oh,
Twitch.
She has probably heaps of sponsors, so
yeah.
she makes loads of monies.
So these guys are, there's probably somebody above them, but this is just Twitch payouts, right?
Yeah, Twitch only.
What I wanted to highlight is this bit here. So it says the revenue drops off pretty quickly as the list goes on. A longer copy of the unverified list seen by PC Gamer shows that the 100th most successful Twitch stream makes approximately $400,000 per year.
Yeah.
Twitch payouts at 200th number. The yearly gross income is around 270. Where you get into the 400, streamers are making less than $150,000, and 1,000 placed is like
85,000. Still a decent income. 85 grand per year.
I mean, that's an average job, isn't
Stream-
it?
Yeah, that's like a good job.
Yeah.
I would say that's a good job.
That's a good job. And I think you can, you know, when you're getting that 85K, you can potentially write off a lot of your gear and lower tax bracket really, because you go, well,
Yeah.
you know, everything I use, my house, power, electricity, you know, everything.
And this being US dollars, so right?
Yeah,
Is that
this is
yes.
US dollars.
So it's about 110 grand in Australia, which is a really good job.
Yep.
Wow.
So obviously there's a lot of other sponsors. So sponsors tend to pay on two things. They pay for ad space, they pay for one-off ads, and then they pay for reoccurring continuous ads, and then you get